Welcome back to a new episode of the Cheesiest Man Alive, and the Cheesiest Man Alive is I. Today we're playing a build order that hasn't been shown in a long time because I believed it to not be viable anymore. But we're back in action here on Whispers of Gold. This is a double gate proxy, 4 Zealot into Stalker. Now you probably are thinking to yourself, well, Harstem, why is it viable all of a sudden? Well, first of all, there's some short maps in the map pool on which this can be good, but that was the case as well in the last map pool, so that can be it. No, the reason why I think it's viable is because the Stalker has a build time that is 3 seconds shorter than it was before. And I hear you think out loud, well, but 3 seconds, that is a whole lot. Well, true, 3 seconds isn't a whole lot, but if you build 2 waves of Stalkers, 2 times 3, that's 6. So all of a sudden, your second round of Stalkers is 6 seconds out earlier, you know? And it just keeps compounding like that. It is not compounding. It just keeps being added up like that again and again and again. So your third round of Stalkers is 9 seconds faster. And I actually do believe that as a result of that, we're going to be capable of not just beating Terran players, because this is a build that originally was designed to beat Terran players. And you all know how much I love beating Terran players, both in-game and outside of game. But I also think it might actually end up working against Zerg. So we're here in a PvZ, and maybe even in PvP it might work, but I think it's the lowest chance of that working because most people are losers and scout in that matchup. Okay, what are we doing here? Our follow-up, by the way, is a 3-gate all-in. I've been practicing this build a lot against the AI. Let me tell you, the AI very easy. It's not been having a good time, all right? AI easy has not been having a good time at all. They've been getting blasted pretty freaking hard. So I want the first set of units to not be links. So I'm just kind of going in there kind of late. That feels weird, but it's absolutely correct in my mind. Absolutely correct. Okay, this is all good. Do we go for a kill here on this base and then kind of like a 1 base contain? I think that's absolutely what we're doing here. Yes, sir, why not? I probably should have gone for a follow-up, what you call it? A follow-up thing. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this build is really sick. A follow-up wall, that's what I wanted to say. This build actually looks really sick against Zerg. Look at this, and I don't think he's expecting it either, which makes it even better, right? Look at this stuff. We can kill that. Maybe we're gonna have a recall necessary. Can I clear this before it gets to the high ground? I think I can. Is there a spine? There's no spine yet. Can I really need a recall on this, by the way, at some point. Okay, you're also gonna die. Okay, we're gonna send 3 back home. I wish I could have just done that with a single one, obviously. I think this is just a hold as well. Gonna add in a 4th gateway. And gonna send these across the map, right? 4th gateway, so this should have been my wall before already, and then the battery can just be in the wall. That would have been much better than whatever it is I'm doing now. Oh, accidentally sent the Stalker to his death. Not entirely how I imagined this to go. Okay, let's see. We can definitely hold this part. I think he's not necessarily in a great spot here, let me tell you. I don't think my opponent is necessarily in a great spot. Although if he gets the kill on this, that would be a pretty big deal. Because this is the only way I'm reinforcing this position. This really is the only way I'm reinforcing this position. Now I'm starting to wonder if maybe... Okay, he's rebuilding this. Ah, boys. I so badly wish right now that I had... Oh, right, I can't warp in with these gateways because they're completely unpowered. I was thinking to myself, man, why isn't that warping going through? And that's why. It's because it doesn't work like that. Okay. We're just gonna warp in here. I killed 2 of his overlords, right? Or 3? I killed 2 of his overlords, I think. So, okay. He's gonna try to go here. Do we go for like a 1 base, 2 bases blink follow-up or something like that? Maybe charge. Charge and DTs. That would maybe not even be bad. There's going to be a spine down here, is what I can only imagine. 2 spines down here, even. Is this a winning fight? I have a feeling the answer might be no. Oh, this doesn't feel... it feels maybe like a winning fight. It maybe feels like a winning fight. Okay, this Zealot is gonna come in forward as well. Just gonna kill this thing. Okay, this also feels quite good. There are roaches out. The thing about roaches is that they're sleeper bad. People think that roaches are very good against this type of stuff, but if I have my stalkers out already, I don't think it's actually the case. And especially once I get blink, which is going to obviously be my next setup. My next setup is definitely going to be blink or charge or DTs. Dude, I have so many options. I'm king option over here, let me tell you. See? And as long as the link count doesn't grow big enough, this is actually completely banging. This is completely banging over here. Oh yeah, nice one. Okay, just gonna get a couple more of these. I still think DTs might be the answer to all my problems. Although blink is starting to look more and more spicy for me as well. I sadly just don't have the money available to get it going currently, you know what I mean? Oh, don't want to lose that. I am not gonna lose that. Just gonna micro it back all the way. It's 2 zealots. 3 zealots. Deal some damage onto this. Kill some links for free. Always epic, of course. And now we're gonna get our Dark Shrine. As long as my Dark Shrine doesn't really get spotted, I think we're gonna be in a banging spot here, to be honest. That spine does worry me a little. But my army should worry my opponent a little. So, you know, we both have things that should worry the other. Okay, we're gonna lose actually quite a few units here. Yeah, 1-2 zealots maybe. If we kill all of the links, I'm fine with this trade. I'm absolutely fine with this trade, as long as we kill all the links. And we killed majority of the links, to be honest. Okay, that was bad. I want to clear that creep tumor. Don't want to lose any stalkers here. It is important that at all times you don't lose stalkers, because they're the unit that kind of scales properly into, you know, into the mix. Okay, we lost the stalker there. So far, so bad. Okay. As long as he doesn't scout my Dark Shrine, though. I'm just gonna warp in one more zealot. Dark Shrine almost done. Yeah, exciting game. I hope it's just as exciting for him as it is for me. Oh, hey, is it exciting for me? Okay. It's going to be the end of my push. Now, without DTs, I think it's just going to be toast, if I'm being real. Okay, he's probably going to commit to the play here now. Okay, let's see if we can afford another DT in. Let's see, where's your spore, buddy? Do you have a spore? Absolutely does not. Oh no. How unfortunate. So we're just gonna fight off creep. I think we could have done this much better still. I really believe so. Okay, we're just gonna keep running around. If we can get a Dark Templar... Oh my god. There was still so many mistakes. Like, I got the hatchery pretty much for free. But then we had some chaos at home, and I had to send too many zealots back home, and then I lost this pylon, and that lost me a lot of momentum actually. That allowed him to build a hatchery. That should never be allowed. One base versus one base, I think eventually I win, because I can really easily transition into stuff. My worker count is kind of okay, like he's wasted a lot of money into this. I got these overlords. Like, my position here was banging, but I just needed to recall one zealot and have him in the wall. Then with a battery, I don't think there's any way I'm ever losing this game. If I have like pylon, cybernetic score, battery plus zealot, then this is the cheesiest man alive. He knew it. He thought I was someone else. He thought I was Zane. Sick. All right. Did leave with a GG. Nice guy overall. We're going to try this again. Let's see if we can take out a Terran player, or maybe even a Protoss. All right. We're now playing against Skilles. I already played him a game before, but in the last game that I played him, I forgot to send out my worker for the proxy, which was a pretty important part of the proxy. I ended up doing some Tempest Rush, but it was a half-hearted one. You know, my mind wasn't in it, so I decided to not put it in. It's not a good game. He did win it. That had nothing to do with my decision to not put it in. Now I'm playing him again, and if you're seeing this, I'm most likely gonna win this game. Because we're playing the build correctly, you know? We managed to send out the boy in time. This is gonna be banging. I can feel it already. Okay, we're just gonna send this in late, because that is what I like to do. Second pylon, what did I say? Has to be built over here, right? Yes, absolutely. So we're just gonna do that instantly. We're gonna send in our worker as well, because that's also epic. Epic. Okay, that's good. Cybernetic sword can be built in the wall eventually. I'm loving the vibes here. I'm absolutely loving the vibes. I hope he doesn't scout too far. Yeah. I want you to go back there, buddy. I want you to go back there. Think about what you've done. Okay, pool. Gas into pool. This is all very normal stuff too. Very normal stuff. Let's see if we can deny a little bit of mining over here. Not a crazy amount of mining denying, but just a little bit. Sometimes in life, just a little bit is enough, you know? Just a little bit. A little bit of my life for you. Ba-da-bum, ba-bum. So at this point, he's probably scouted the lack of a nexus on my side of things. We're gonna walk in a little bit faster than I think, because you scout so fast nowadays, actually. And this is a short map for the Overlord, so just gonna pop. Right away go in. Okay, we have the pylon, blah-de-blah-de-blah. We're gonna build maybe an extra pylon over here. I'm not sure if this is necessary. Let's see what he's up to. Do we need one more worker? Can we afford that? I think we might be capable of just affording that. Okay, start warp gate instantly too. Spine in the main base. If he gives up this low ground, I am kind of okay with that. If I'm being honest. I'm kind of okay with him giving up the low ground here. He's actually gonna go across the map hardcore here or no? I think he might try to. Ooh, that's exciting here. That's really exciting. That is very exciting indeed. Okay. Ooh. This is already going much worse than in the previous game, let me tell you. Much worse than in the previous game. Gonna micro this back. Look at this control, baby. This is the type of control you don't see at the highest level anymore these days. Protoss players have grown weak mentally. They're not what they once were. Absolute beasts. Control machines. Okay, we're gonna send this back home. And we're gonna build a battery in the wall as well. Just so I have some type of, you know, something here. I kind of wanted to snipe another dude. I don't think we're gonna quite get that. Another Overlord. This is a nice position. I should really hide my pylon a bit better as well. I've just now realized. Because every single time I don't hide my pylon, it's probably bad news, isn't it? Gotta kind of hide our zealot in between two things. Oh, this is bad news. This is really bad news. Okay, he's gonna get the pure run by. A very pure run by indeed. Please let me get back to the... Oh, we didn't get to go back. Okay. Yeah, I did manage to set this up at least. That's something. Okay, we were forced into building a dude at home, which also isn't entirely what I wanted in life. We're only on 3 gates. I thought we had 4 for some reason. I mean, if he just builds spines on top of this ramp over supply block, that also isn't helping. Oh, I love that. I actually do love this. Yeah, I think that's a good call. Okay, let's see if we can clear this thing. I think he's trying to get back in here, isn't he? I think he's also gonna succeed in it. Oh, that's just barely outside of recharge range. That sucks. That really does suck. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, he's going to get himself surrounded here. Meanwhile, I am doing absolutely nothing useful here. No. This is a solid hold, honestly. Oh, I thought this was gonna work. I guess if Zerg responds properly, or if there's a ramp, it becomes very hard. If they hold their hatchery, it doesn't feel so great for me. And it was a good response. Built a lot of links, waited for the queens to pop out, and then pulled drones. And I just didn't have enough damage output to clear that hatch. That actually did kind of suck. Okay, we're gonna wait until we get another Terran player. And we're gonna try this again. This was a fat win for Skillis. We'll leave it in just for him. So he gets a CO win back from my point of view, which is more exciting. All right, we've got ourselves a Protoss this time around. I believed ahead of time that PvP was going to be the hardest and PvT the easiest. But the Terrans, they ain't here today. They're afraid. They heard there's a menace on the ladder currently active. I am that menace, obviously. And they're not queuing up. I can't help it. Terrans don't wake up usually before like 3 PM or so. They don't need to practice as hard as the other races. The race does most of the work for them. Oh, this is a fast time. I do dig that. 28 seconds. This pylon was down. Hell yeah. That feels freaking sick. That does feel really nice. We probably need to cancel this worker even. Sometimes you can finish this worker, or you can just queue it up instantly, but I'm not sure. No, I'll have enough money actually. Look at this, instantly. Okay, sick. We're just gonna wait a second though. We're just gonna wait a second. So I'm gonna wait a second here until I have my scout coming in. Because otherwise they will be too suspicious, you know? They'll be like, oh, fast scout, that's so weird. You oddball. Can get a pylon on the ramp as well. Oh! Okay. So this is an interesting concept here. Because now he'll need to actually get a wall up, or he's going to be in serious trouble, right? That's a fact. So, I'm just going to build this thing here, temporarily. This is not real. Let me get this thing up, too. Oh, beautiful. Now the cyberper. Okay. Interesting moves here. Interesting maneuvers all around. Ooh. Okay. It's not over yet, though. We're gonna run around like an idiot in his main base with this thing. We're gonna smash the core. Is that correct? No, I don't think so. Gonna smash the gate, I think. That does feel correct. And then we'll get a pylon up here, too. Oh, he took my gas, huh? You think I care about that, buddy? Because I don't think I do. Okay, we're just gonna split off one Zealot then, so we can chase you around. I mean, we have a very good setup here. We really do. I think this might just end up working. I killed him. That's also quite powerful. Now we're gonna go in here. Gonna build a pylon in here too. We're just gonna keep smashing his pylons. And then eventually, I assume he's just gonna end up dying, no? I wonder if I could do this against max packs too. GG! Like, I could have done a better job blocking as well with a pylon to block the second gateway, kind of in between. And then cancel. I mean, there's a lot of potential to improve the execution still. If there's a low ground wall by default, I don't find this very bad at all. I find this quite powerful even. I'm kind of digging it. Maybe my second pylon. No, it can't be here because I actually need a second pylon. This went well though. Alright, and that's going to be it for me today and today's episode of the Cheesy Man Alive. I hope you all had a great time watching. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, smash like buttons, and I'll see you all next time. Subscribe too and like. Alright, love you all equally. Ciao, ciao.